we're kicking it off. Welcome to this week's edition of Deals Revealed, the top restaurant sales listing, and we're also going to cover franchise opportunities at We Sell Restaurants, the nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm. I'm Robin Gagnon.
Good afternoon. I'm Rob Morrison, and we are excited to bring you the biggest restaurant deals of the week. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or even join our brand as a franchisee, this is the place to be.
You got it, because we're going to cover recent restaurant sales, new listings hitting the market, share tips for those interested in knowing what's going on in the world of restaurant brokerage, and we're answering questions live, so drop them in the comments. You can also post to our social media channels for follow-up.
That's right. And if you're watching live, please say hello. Let us know from where you're tuning in. If you're catching a replay, that's great. Type replay so we know that you stopped by.
We're getting lots of those.
We are.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get started. What's happening in the restaurant marketplace? Top insights for the week, okay? Let's talk about restaurant acquisitions.
Okay.
This one was all over the news. Dave's Hot Chicken has been acquired by Rourke Capital in a $1 billion deal. This brand, catch this, started as a parking lot pop-up in LA in 2017. It's on track to reach 400 locations worldwide by year's end, known for its Nashville-style hot chicken and backed by celebrity investor Drake. I had to look that up to know who he was.
Good.
I won't quiz you. But that concept is going to continue to be led by the current team. Remember, Rourke also owns Subway. They back major brands like Arby's, Dunkin', Jamba through Inspire Brands and Go-To Foods.
I mean, I think you just described the American dream. Started 8 years ago, 2017, and just in that short time sold for $1 billion. What a valuation. What else do you have?
Wow, that's crazy, right? And the next one, it's still in the works, but keep an eye out because Bain Capital is in talks to acquire Sizzling Platter. So who's Sizzling Platter? That's the group behind Little Caesars and Jersey Mike's. And again, deal is reportedly valued over $1 billion, including debt. They have more than 750 locations across the U.S. and Mexico. They've brought in UBS, some big-time bankers to manage the sale process. We're going to keep an eye on that one as well.
Wow. 2 deals, both hitting that $1 billion mark. That's huge.
It really is. And speaking of big moves, here's an update on a story we covered a while back, the Hooters bankruptcy. They filed Chapter 11 in March. Now they're planning to sell off more than 100 company-owned locations to a franchise group led by the brand's original founders. So that's a $35 million deal expected to close this month, and that would make them a full shift from all company-owned to a franchise model. So think about that, Rob. If they go all franchise, you can see Hooters restaurants for sale on the We Sell Restaurants website.
I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and get ready for that.
Okay. All right, let's shift gears literally and talk about what Tesla's cooking up in LA.
You mean besides cars?
Besides cars, Tesla has a retro-style diner in Hollywood nearing completion. It's part drive-in movie theater, part supercharger station, and part cafe. So think classic 1950s diner vibes, but with your EV charging while you order a milkshake.
It's Back to the Future.
Yes!
It is. It's a mashup of nostalgia and tech. So while you top off your Tesla, you can grab a burger and you can watch a film all in your car.
That's the whole idea. It's more than just a novelty. It's Tesla blending hospitality with its ecosystem, a glimpse of how technology could reshape what we think of as that restaurant experience.
Speaking of tech meets food, have you seen the latest from Uber Eats, Robin?
Oh gosh. So this was a post floating around on social media, a robot calmly navigating the LA sidewalks, weaving through foot traffic, delivering food on behalf of Uber Eats.
Yeah, I saw that video. No driver, no human handoff, just your lunch cruising down the street like it's on a mission to feed you.
Yeah, it's not science fiction anymore. These autonomous delivery systems are all about reducing labor costs, speeding up that last minute mile of delivery. So you're going to be seeing more bots than bikes in LA pretty soon.
So between Tesla's drive-in diner, Uber's robot deliveries. Los Angeles seems like it's turning into a testing ground of sorts for the future of dining.
It really is. And for restaurant operators, it's a wake-up call. That customer experience is being reimagined from the curb to the table or your doorstep. And speaking of operators, I think you're going to tell us about some restaurant opportunities offered for sale this week. Want to kick off the top listing?
Yeah, let's do it. Ready to own a restaurant in sunny Sarasota, Florida? Well, brokers Michael and Abby Spazzeri present listing 24820, an independent restaurant for sale priced at just $140,000, currently operating as a Brazilian steakhouse. This local favorite features strong community recognition, consistent sales, and a fully equipped kitchen with commercial hood system and adaptable layout. It's turnkey, it's low rent, and perfect for a hands-on owner-operator ready to make it their own. Bring your own concept, hit the ground running, no build-out, no permitting delays or major equipment costs. Financing is available with unsecured lending for qualified buyers, so you can get approved and into ownership very quickly. You can contact Michael and Abby today to learn more about this rare Sarasota opportunity. And we can head over now to Austin, Texas. Broker Dave Deuce presents a long-established and profitable Indian restaurant for sale. It's listing 24824 and it's priced at $280,000. This family-owned gem has been serving authentic North Indian cuisine since 1994 and delivered $140,000 in take-home earnings in 2024. Located in a busy north central road near a major highway, it's a 110-seat restaurant featuring a fully equipped kitchen, great visibility, ample parking, all at high income and high traffic areas. This spacious 3,200 square foot layout includes a 20-foot hood, walk-in cooler, grease trap, and more, ready for a chef to step right in. With the lease in place through September 2032, this turnkey opportunity is ideal for a buyer seeking a strong performing concept in one of Austin's hottest markets. Contact Dave Deuce today and bring your vision to this authentic and thriving location.
All right, those sound phenomenal. Up next, we're spotlighting a sweet opportunity in Cary, North Carolina, brought to us by broker Paul Peterson, Polly from Raleigh.
Yeah.
Listing 24860, priced really, this one's a great price, $134,000, fully built out ice cream business in a high traffic shopping center surrounded by top restaurants and retail. 1,200 square feet of thoughtfully designed space. It comes equipped with everything you need, from commercial ovens and mixers to refrigeration and guest seating. That's important because they could change that concept and add food on top of ice cream.
Yeah, very adaptable. So if you missed any of those listing numbers, no need to worry. You can search by city, state, county, or more geography right on our website, right? It's really, we've made it so easy.
I love the new website. Getting great feedback.
So it's month end, Robin. I know you've been looking at the numbers. What are you seeing that can provide some insights for sellers specifically?
Okay, so a couple of things stand out based on the type of restaurants that buyers are looking for. First, incredible month for franchise brands, big interest around Wingstop, Papa John's, Jimmy John's, and Smoothie King. Secondly, cafes and coffee shops, particularly those with drive-through and end-cap locations. In addition, bars, pizza shops, and Asian concepts also attracted steady attention, especially when they were profitable, simple to operate, or had a loyal following. So sellers with those types of opportunities, that's the tip. You're going to get fast looks.
Perfect. That's really good to know. Which listings are driving action right now?
So listings in Charlotte, North Carolina led the way. That's the Queen City. Some of the highest counts of confidential agreement listings signed in May. We mentioned Wingstop was a big traffic bringer for the month, along with a crumble cookie. So that's the takeaway for sellers. If you have a fully equipped space, a drive-through, or recognizable franchise, those are huge selling points right now. Buyers want listings that are ready to go, and professionally marketed listings like these convert faster.
All right, so let's shift gears over to buyers. What were the takeaways and activity for buyers?
Well, we talked about top markets for the month. One of those we mentioned already, Charlotte, North Carolina, led the way with several listings landing in the top 50, but the Southeast stayed in the game. Orlando, Atlanta, Nashville, also strong interest in lifestyle and suburban markets like Charleston, St. Augustine, Austin, Myrtle Beach. And here's something worth noting. Restaurants near college campuses or in urban downtown areas, which aren't mutually exclusive, by the way, saw above average also activity. So those are definitely on buyers' radar. In terms of what's moving buyers to actions, like what is getting them to take that next step, listings under 100,000 with full equipment, drive-through access, and turnkey setups are generating the most signed confidentiality agreements. So those buyers, they're looking for low barrier, ready to run opportunities, and they're acting fast. So my recommendation for buyers, if you're in the market, don't wait. The most attractive listings are not lasting long. Visit the website, register at WeSellRestaurants.com, and get full details on these listings.
Wow, a lot of great momentum there for buyers. I think some of those trends showed up in the deals that are actually closing for us. Let's take a look at just 3 of the restaurants that sold last week, Robin.
That's it, Rob. Let's take a moment and highlight some recent success stories, transactions where we delivered real results for sellers, a strong return for buyers.
All right, so here we go. Sweet success from the We Sell Restaurants, Marietta and Cumming, Georgia team, listing 21451, a charming and fully equipped bakery and cafe in Duluth, Georgia, officially sold. This 1,200 square foot gem was a community favorite, generated over $220,000 in annual sales. Though the name and recipes weren't included, the space came fully loaded with a walk-in cooler and freezer, 10-foot hood, espresso setup, and more. Perfect for that hands-on operator ready to bring their own vision to life. Robin was just talking about that. The flexible layout, low rent of just $2,400 a month, and financing options made it a no-brainer for the right buyer. Whether keeping it a bakery or reimagining that space, it was offered a perfect foundation, and now it's a new chapter underway for both buyer and seller.
So that's an interesting take, Rob, because the recipes were not included.
Right.
And sometimes sellers wonder, do I have something of value if I'm not throwing everything in there, my name, my recipes, all those things? And absolutely, we can sell it, whether it's including all those options, whether it's cash flow positive, whether it's not. There is a buyer for every listing. And continuing, congratulations also in order for listing 23098, a profitable Mediterranean restaurant franchise in Louisville, Colorado, successfully sold by restaurant broker Bobby Pangilian. This high-performing location offered nearly $90,000, knocking on the door of 6-figure earnings and more upside under active ownership. 2023 build-out, modern equipment, prime placement in a bustling, high-traffic area surrounded by these national brands. So this buyer jumped in, grabbed a turnkey operation that was priced to move. Well done to both the buyer and the seller on this one.
And Bobby P. And now to Houston, Texas, where listing 15498 has officially sold, thanks to broker Tamara Hamilton. 2,400 square foot end cap space, had it all. Seating for 70, eye-catching interior finishes, a kitchen ready to serve any concept, located on a busy frontage road with big box neighbors and schools nearby. The $99,000 price tag made this a fast-moving deal. The buyer now takes over a fully outfitted restaurant in one of Houston's hottest corridors. A big congratulations to everyone involved in that deal.
And these are just a few of the dozens of restaurants that sold last month here at We Sell Restaurants, thanks to our team of expert restaurant brokers.
That's right. So put a thumbs up in the comments if you love hearing these success stories.
Okay, now let's talk about 3 additional hot new listings that just hit the market. They won't last long, so if you're looking for a great restaurant opportunity, pay attention. We're excited to present a prime restaurant opportunity in Glendale, Arizona. listed by We Sell Restaurants broker Doreen Gorman. The listing is number 24877. It's priced at $595,000. It's a turnkey spot featuring 3,859 square feet. Plus, this is on top of it, 2,000 square feet of covered patio seating.
Nice.
Fully equipped kitchen, including a 23-foot hood system, multiple walk-ins. It's located near major attractions like State Farm Stadium, Desert Diamond Arena. This restaurant benefits from heavy foot traffic year-round, generating, get this, $1.4 million in sales with absentee ownership. That's a solid foundation for a hands-on owner to grow this business. $2.2 million invested in the build-out, so it's a rare chance to skip costly renovations, start strong. It's a flexible layout supporting high-volume service and can easily accommodate concepts like brunch, late-night programming, or event hosting. Whether you want to launch a modern restaurant, sports bar, or chef-driven spot, this location offers tremendous upside, so don't miss out on one of the Valley's hottest hospitality corridors. Contact We Sell Restaurants today. Take the next step toward owning a top-tier Glendale restaurant.
That sounds great, Robin. And here's an exceptional restaurant opportunity in Columbia, Tennessee. Take a look at listing 24950, brought to us by broker Taylor Clemmer. It's priced at $1.9 million. This well-loved independent restaurant has been serving the community for more than 8 years, comes fully equipped, top-tier commercial appliances, including refrigeration units, 12-foot hood, an ice machine, a dishwasher. The space is designed for smooth, efficient operation. Just turn on the lights, start welcoming guests. With no franchise fees or corporate limitations holding you back. What makes this deal truly stand out is that the sale includes the real estate, nearly 6,000 square feet on a spacious 1-acre lot. Owning the property means no rent hikes, no lease renewals, full control over your business future. Whether you want to maintain the current concept or reinvent the space, the turnkey setup offers plenty of room to grow. Expand the hours, add catering services, use your imagination. With financing options available for qualified buyers, this is a unique chance to own both a thriving business and valuable commercial property in one of Tennessee's most vibrant communities.
That's fantastic. And you know, on a SBA loan with property, it's a 20-year note.
Double, yeah.
Double. So, and speaking of owning the real estate, here's another outstanding opportunity in Anderson, South Carolina, brought to you by broker Justin Scotto and his team. This is priced at $3.9 million. The fully equipped restaurant sits on about 1.4 acres, giving you not just a business, but valuable real estate with complete control. No landlord hassles or lease restrictions. 4,400 square feet. It's turnkey, outfitted with everything from a massive 20-foot hood system to prep tables, walk-in cooler, and kegerator. It's ready to support a variety of concepts. Generous indoor and outdoor seating, plenty of parking. When you own your property, you don't have to worry about the parking. There's room to expand, so there's flexibility and growth potential for your next venture. So, whether you want to continue the current operation, bring in a fresh concept like a sports bar, southern kitchen, brewery, the infrastructure and space are set to accommodate your vision. Plus, owning the property means you can customize or improve without needing anyone's approval, making this a rare chance to build long-term value in a thriving market.
Perfect. So a little bit earlier, we were talking about how a seller's story can shape a buyer's decision, and that's because restaurants aren't just businesses, they reflect big life transitions. For some, buying a restaurant is the start of a long-held dream, and for others, selling marks a new chapter, scaling back, relocating, pursuing something different, or retiring. And We Sell Restaurants, we understand those moments and the meaning behind them. So whether you're buying, selling, your story matters. Share it in the comments. We're here to help you move forward with clarity and confidence.
One of my favorite parts of the show, because you know, every week we talk about our core values. They are part of our mission to sell more restaurants than anyone else. They shape how we show up and do business every day. And one of those is acting with integrity, only making agreements we are willing and able to keep. Another is to create a customer service experience worth sharing. So, Robin, now you've been keeping an eye on that client feedback. Tell me what you're seeing out there that shows those values in action.
Yeah, what continues to impress us is the consistency and care that our brokers are bringing to every deal, and the client reviews say it all. Let's look at this one from Claire Pickens, who worked with our Claremont, Florida team, and broker Mel Furioli. This is what she said: such a lovely team to work with. Not only are they professional, but they're also very caring about the whole experience. They exemplify understanding of how to well represent all involved. Thankful to have had Ellie and Mel involved in this deal. That's a wonderful example.
That is a perfect example of integrity in action. Claire's review speaks not just to Mel's professionalism, but to the genuine care and representation that our brokers strive to deliver. It's the human side of what we do, and it really does make a difference.
All right, you want another one?
I want to hear it.
All right, this one's coming from Willie Pagan in Northwest Georgia, who worked with broker Paul Rogers. Get this. What a brokerage company. My broker, Paul Rogers, was more than terrific. My restaurant, Willie's Famous Burgers and Fries, was only listed for about 2 days.
Wow.
And he had a buyer. Within a week, money was in escrow, and we had a deal. In less than a month, we had a very smooth closing. The best part is that he secured the full asking price with no financing. Nobody does that, but Paul did it. And he made it look easy. So if you're interested in selling your business, this is the broker you need. End quote.
Wow. That is like the kind of outcome every seller dreams of. And it doesn't happen by luck.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is a result of experience, skill, a deep commitment to getting the job done, the marketing to support those brokers' businesses and listings, to put that out and make sure that the restaurant buying community is aware of the great opportunities.
Yeah, well said. Speaking of getting the job done right, Robin, we heard from Praneel Lal, who had the unique experience of working with Jeff Marcus on both the buy and sell side. This is what he said. Had the pleasure of both buying and selling a business through Jeff. Back in 2022, we acquired the business with Jeff as the broker. It was my first business, and he was very helpful in guiding me through the process. Just recently, I sold that same business with Jeff's help again, working with him on both sides. I can say he is very competent in this industry. He will guide you through and always has your best interests in mind. I highly recommend working with him. He will put in the work, and he will help you get the deal done.
You know what? When I see these testimonials, it is literally like you're going for the PTA meeting and the meeting with the teacher, and your kid got straight A's, right? It's amazing because it's trust, it's follow through, it's everything we strive for. It's more than just closing deals at We Sell Restaurants. It's about these long-term relationships and delivering peace of mind, helping those sellers get to that next place in their life and really live the story they want to beyond the restaurant business.
Yeah, much more than just kind words. Real proof that our team shows up, follows through, and makes things happen. We're proud to represent the best brokers in the business.
So whether you're buying, selling, or exploring your next move, our goal is to make the process smooth, successful, and even enjoyable. We can have some fun along the way.
Yeah, because at the heart of everything we do is that promise that you mentioned, right? One of our values, to act with integrity and deliver an experience worth sharing. Every transaction has a story behind it. We're honored to be a small part of that story.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, listen, I think you want to ask me a question about new work for our franchisees.
Well, you're in there, the office is closed, I don't know what's going on. There's always something evolving at We Sell Restaurants, so tell us what's new behind the scenes. How are you continuing to deliver value for these franchisees that we're talking about?
Well, here's the thing, we can't stand still. We want to lead the pack, stay ahead of the market. So currently, significant upgrades to our franchise training program, ensuring that our certified restaurant brokers have the latest tools, strategies, and insights to succeed. So we are looking at everything in the curriculum, starting with deal structure, negotiation skills. We are focused on giving our franchisees everything they need to perform at a high level. We're also investing heavily in technology. We mentioned this. Our website's been redesigned to improve the buyer experience, generate more inquiries, and deliver better qualified leads for our franchisees. These upgrades are all part of our commitment to building a brand that's not only an industry leader, but the most modern, the most efficient, the most capable.
Yeah, our education and training are top tier. Nowhere else in the industry are you going to find it. Sounds like the systems and support are a big part of what makes the brands stand out. What else should the viewers know?
Well, this is a business. It's built for people who want two things. One, flexibility, and secondly, real earnings. Our franchisees enjoy the freedom to manage their own schedule, work in a professional environment, build equity in a business that's growing. With national marketing, a strong brand reputation, a proven playbook, We Sell Restaurants is delivering the kind of opportunity that's hard to find elsewhere in franchising. We're proud to offer that model that combines a smart system, strong support, and a lifestyle that fits. So if you're exploring franchise opportunities and want to build a business with real momentum, visit WeSellRestaurants.com/franchise to learn more.
All great reasons why more than half of our franchisees transition from the restaurant business to restaurant brokerage in the We Sell Restaurants brand, where we're building a community where people feel supported and equipped to succeed. So if this sounds like the opportunity that you've been waiting for, visit WeSellRestaurants.com/franchise to learn more.
All right.
And we've talked a lot about buyer activity and the market trends. I also know We Sell Restaurants is making waves this summer in
Making waves, like at the beach, making waves.
catching a wave
Okay.
in the franchise world. Robin, tell us more about what's happening there.
Okay, definitely. It's a busy season because it's franchise conference season right now. So we are attending multiple franchise conferences this summer, connecting directly with franchisors who are looking for smart, scalable resale solutions. So these events are more than networking. They're platforms to lead the conversation, host roundtables, present to franchisees how strategic resales grow and protect franchise systems. Also, just wrapped up an interview with Franchise Times this week focused on this very topic, why franchise resales matter and how they impact long-term brand performance. Coming up, week or so from now, I'm going to join a national franchise brand in a webinar, again, to continue that conversation, because more franchisors are realizing that having a defined exit strategy, it's not optional. It's a critical part of a healthy, high-performing system.
And it's a perspective not everyone's talking about, but clearly should be. How is We Sell Restaurants leading that charge?
Well, we're building real infrastructure around resales, so formal memorandums of understandings with franchise systems. We support their operators with expert representation. Our certified restaurant brokers handle buyer qualification, landlord negotiation, financial recasting, and compliance, and that all aligns with the brand's standard. It's a turnkey process that removes the burden from development teams and ensures continuity for the brand.
So it's no wonder so many franchisors trust We Sell Restaurants to handle that part of their system. And if you're ready to be a brand leader and get serious about resale strategy, visit WeSellRestaurants.com and click for franchisors right at the top to learn more.
Okay, how fast does this time go?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun every week.
It is, but that's 30 minutes, so it's a wrap for this week's top sales, listings, and franchise opportunities. So remember, if you're looking to buy, sell, or start a new career in restaurant brokerage, or you're looking for that resale partner to help you with a strategy at your brand, we would love to help.
And great restaurant deals move quickly, so if something caught your eye today, don't wait. Click the link in the comments or visit WeSellRestaurants.com to learn more.
If you enjoyed this live, hit that thumbs up button, share it with anyone looking to buy or sell a restaurant.
And don't forget to follow our page so you'll never miss a new listing. We'll be back next Friday with more updates. Until then, have a wonderful weekend, and remember that our name says it all.
We Sell Restaurants.